What is up, guys? This is Pinzo back with another video today, and what I have for you guys are some patch notes. This is the patch that comes out tomorrow as of uploading. This is April 30th is the day that the patch goes live, and yeah, we're gonna just jump right into these. I don't really have an intro. We're gonna get right into this. I have not looked through these yet, so you guys are getting my first thoughts. Yeah, so this is the patch that goes live on April the 30th. It'll go live our morning time in North America. And yeah, we will get into it. So obviously, this is the patch before the next big patch. 3 weeks from the 30th is going to be the 6-item patch. And I believe that it's supposed to have the new game mode in there, the casual game mode in there as well. That's what Ace said on Predcast. So we'll see if that's true, fingers crossed. But so this is, just keep in mind, this is coming right before a really big patch. So I'm not expecting anything ginormous in here. But as we get into it, we'll see what we get. Yeah, this update's admittedly a smidge smaller than we would like. Okay, so even they know that there's not a lot in it. Skin variants. As we build up bigger, more extensive collections, we're excited to share that this update brings a new feature for skins, variants. So they're getting like a color wheel on here. This is a thing in League, I believe, where you can select different colors of skins. Skin variants are exactly that. They sound like alternate versions of a skin with subtle changes, such as color tweaks. Okay. Not all skins get variants. Rest assured, we're going to expand it. Okay. How do you know if a bundle contains a new variant? Look for the rainbow circle at the top right. Yeah, so this is just like League. It's the exact same thing as League. Okay, interesting. I like that. I mean, getting new colors for skins is, it's a very easy way for them to put some variety in the game. I at least, okay, I'm assuming it's easy, right? You go and you click a different color, you drag the fill button to the skin. I don't know, you know. But it seems like a really easy way to get some extra color into the game. So I don't know. We'll see how they look in game. But like this blue Wraith skin, I know a lot of people really complained that it was pink, but it's blue now. Let's see. So other skins. We got the teaser for the Rogue skins on Friday. And I just want to say, okay, listen, Team Rogue, we've been Team Rogue for the last year for PCC. And yeah, look at this. Okay, we are the first team to get team skins in the game. All right, Kalari gets a rogue skin. Sparrow gets a rogue skin. These are both epic skins. The Sparrow one in the trailer that they dropped on Friday had changed visual effects. So I would like to see how these look in game, but I think that these will actually be pretty good. Cyber Op Shinbi. That's okay. That's not bad. It looks a little bit, I don't know about the visor. This looks a little goofy, but it doesn't look too bad. Both the Rogue skins get bundles, very cool. A mega bundle, very cool. The Shogun Wraith thing gets a bundle because they are doing the variant for this one. Featured tab in the shop. All right. Hero changes. All right, so now we get into balance. Let's see. Argus, his passive damage multiplier decreased. So hitting the same targets is going to do a little less damage now. I think Argus is in a pretty good spot, to be honest. I don't think he's giga broken like he was on release. I do think they tuned him down quite a bit. I do still think he is a solid character, though. So I think this is fine. A small nerf to his damage, that's fine. Gideon's ultimate gets a bit of scaling taken off of it. This ultimate already hits really hard. They readjusted this like last patch or the one before, where they took a lot of the base damage off of it and gave it more scaling based on your magic power. And I think that helped. They're just toning it down a little bit. It's a really strong ult. I don't mind that. Grim. All right, so Grim dropped a little bit weak for most people. I think that he is not super good, but I don't think he's like the worst hero in the game right now. So let's see what they give him. Movement speed increased. All right, so 645 is a really, really low move speed. 655 is what the other carries no mobility have. So Revenant and Sparrow are 655. So a little bit faster now. A little more base HP, a little more HP per level, a little more armor. Very cool. His Q gets a damage increase and a scaling increase. And it gets a projectile speed increase, just up the consistency. This'll, I mean, that's 25 base damage, rank 5, plus 10% scaling is quite a bit. Deflector shield, this is his right click. Duration increased. I think that is a good thing. Cooldown decreased at all points in the game. Also pretty good. Ultimate can now be cast midair. All right, this is another good change. That was one that was a little bit funky to me. That you can cast it in the air. Now you can cast it in the air. Grux right click. Damage decreased by 10 at all ranks. Does this hit twice? Let's see. I don't know if this ability hits twice, honestly. I don't know if it's like Rampage E where the damage is totaled, or if it's like, I don't know if it hits twice. But still, losing 10 damage rank 1 is going to matter a lot. Losing 10 damage late game isn't going to care too much, but early game his poke is going to get decreased a lot. Iggy and Scorch get damage on their turrets increased again. They keep buffing the turrets on this character. They buffed these turret numbers many times. I don't know. I would rather them buff something else in his kit than keep buffing the turrets. They did buff his Molotov last patch. All right, I do remember. That was a good change. I like that. But they're buffing his turrets again. Chimera, his Q gets the scaling decreased. His ultimate gets a bit of a cooldown increase. I think both of these are fine. This character's pretty strong. This isn't going to kill him by any means. Origesh, her Q gets increased scaling and reduced cooldown. They buffed this. This was, I believe they buffed this ability in the last patch from 60 to 65%. Now it's up to 70. I mean, this ability hits pretty hard now, and that's a pretty low cooldown. I mean, maybe this helps Origesh out quite a bit. Let's see. Narbash, mana growth decreased. That's fine. Song of My People. This is his heal. The power scaling decreased. Also fine. Narbash is really strong, but I think that these aren't going to kill the character. Revenant. His Q gets a cooldown decrease at rank. Okay, so it's same at rank 1, but then it goes down 2 seconds off of this ability at rank 5 is actually kind of crazy. So, yeah, that's actually wild. His E gets a bit of a damage increase as well. I mean, this will help. This cooldown going down is pretty nuts. So, yeah, this will definitely help. We'll see how much it helps, but, you know. Shinbi, base mana decreased, mana growth increased. So, late game, she'll have a little more mana. And then her E gets power scaling increased by 3%. Keep in mind, this hits 4 times. This is like 12% increased scaling if you hit the whole thing. It's quite a bit. Shinbi, I think Shinbi is solid right now. This mana change is actually going to hurt a little bit. Like level 1 losing 20 mana. I mean, that's 1 less Q that you get to cast. But by like level 5, you're going to have more total mana. So it'll hurt her like level 1 a little bit. But then after that, it'll even out pretty quickly. Faye. All right, what are they changing on Faye? Her right click, I think, right? This might be her Q. Yeah, this is her Q. Damage increased and cooldown decreased. Interesting. I think Faye's pretty good right now, so I'm kind of surprised to see her getting buffed. ZARUS, physical power increased? Huh? Okay, they are changing the ult cooldown. So for those of you that are unaware, all right, like 2 months ago, ZARUS was a very solid solo laner. He wasn't like broken really. And then they decreased his ult cooldown by like 20 seconds. And it really made the character really strong. You always had your ultimate up. It was very potent. They're increasing the ultimate cooldown again, almost to where it was. It was 150 at rank 1. Now it's going to be 145. But giving him more power is crazy. That's actually kind of wild to me. I mean, I guess maybe it's just to make up for, like, if you lose a stack now because you don't have your ultimate, you still have 2 extra base power. I don't know why we're buffing ZARUS at all. Omen! They're nerfing Omen. Okay, so item changes. Omen has been a very potent item for, I don't know, forever, basically. Reducing the cooldown, or the cooldown reduction on it from 2 seconds to 1.5. This is realistically, this is a good change. It kind of stinks because I really like this item. I think it's cool, but realistically, it does definitely need nerfed. So I think that'll help. I don't know. I would imagine this is still fairly good on Feng Mao. Crystal tier, mana regen reduced. This was a wild mana regen item, so it doesn't surprise me that they're reducing this, but 50% is a lot to lose. Jungle balance changes. Mini Prime gets a bug fix to increase its HP. Interesting. Okay. All right, let's see. Bug fixes. Is there anything cool in here? Did they fix the Feng Mao bug? They probably did. There's a bug on Feng Mao that lets you cancel your ultimate when you shouldn't be able to. So, yeah. So this is the 17.3 update. Will go live on April the 30th. Let me know if you guys have any questions down in the comments below. I will try to answer anything for you guys. But that is going to be all of it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, comment, subscribe. And yeah, I will be back. We'll be testing out anything new in here tomorrow on the patch. So be here for that. But that's all I've got for you guys. So as always, I've been Pinzo. This video's donezo. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys in the next one.